keep defaulting because I want to make sure that I'm not overgeneralizing. So I'll say it. I've seen both good user stories and I've seen also rather basic ones. So I think that they could be the same thing at times. I think that the user outcomes could be a part of those user journeys. If we think about a user journey just in a basic flow of a user, we'll say we'll take an app. So a user picks up. Actually, I'll use the. I've been using Lyft a lot. I actually really like Lyft. I think that I like their design. I like their flow. I think they have a great data science team. I believe they even have some behavioral scientists, or at least again a data science team that has some specialization in behavioral science. But if when I pick up my app, what am I trying to do ultimately? And that's what that user outcome is. When I have what intention am I bringing to Lyft? It's generally I need to get somewhere as easy as possible, potentially as cheap as possible. Potentially I need to schedule something. There's different needs and outcomes that I'm looking to have, but we'll use the outcome of I need to get to my destination as easy as possible. Now, if that's the outcome, how will we measure that? We could look at satisfaction scores. Well, first of all, we'll take it. I have kind of a diagram in my head of different levels of outcomes. So the first outcome could be just usage. Did I use Lyft to get from A to B? Okay, so that tells us something. Well, we can dive in a little bit more with that. Now, was I happy with using Lyft? And that would be the next level of outcome. And I generally call that like a customer satisfaction. CSAT is something that many may be familiar with. But does that still actually tell me, did I achieve the outcome of feeling that Lyft made my process of getting from A to B easier? It doesn't. It doesn't. It tells me, yes, I used it, but maybe every other available option wasn't available, or it had some huge wait time because maybe I'm in Chicago right now, maybe a big festival's going on, and Lyft just happened to have the shortest wait time. Is it easy for me to be able to the if we're ultimately asking the outcome of how easy was it for me to use the app and get my intention, getting to the destination done, getting to the destination B, how easy was it? That could be done with surveys. It could ask me after I've used the app, did I actually find it that it was the easiest option for me? Could ask me what were the primary drivers of me deciding to use Lyft. But they could also look at behavioral data. How long does it take for an individual once they open the app to select which ride that they're going to do? How long does it take for that car to get there? And then for that car to drop them off. So there's other metrics that could be included. I think of them if we go down that list. There's usage, there's CSAT or customer satisfaction. There's the direct outcomes. What did I ultimately do, and what were the behaviors that I took after interacting with the app? And then there's those true behavioral outcomes, which is how did it change whatever intentions that I brought to the app? Have I found a new, faster way to get to my destination? And so connecting it back to your original question of how is that different than a user journey or a user story? A user story at its basics and most basic is just what does Connor do when he interacts with the app? It's just what is the flow that he is taking within that app. And that can be really helpful at deciding, will Connor use the app, and potentially even helping decide, will Connor enjoy using the app? But it doesn't always mean that it's going to be satisfying the intention that I'm ultimately bringing to the application. And I hate to beat up on social media. It seems like they generally are the one that always gets chosen. But I think it actually delineates the best example of if I go onto a social media app with the intention of I want to feel entertainment, I want to feel good, whatever that might be, and then I wound up spending time on the app watching videos that make me angry or invoke other negative emotions. Did I actually? Yes, I used the app. And maybe if you ask me, I even say I enjoyed using the app. But did I fulfill the initial intention of wanting to have entertainment and social connection? No. Instead, I just filled my time with other uh, emotion evoking we can call it entertainment or evoking content. We'll say. So I think that that's the primary difference is that a user story is focused on that usage and customer satisfaction, where user outcomes are really thinking about is it satisfying the problem the user brought.